doing it in a live version. Although I'm not live, I'm actually recording this ahead of time, so there'll be nobody in chat. But I want to talk about your website. Do you know how many websites are out there right now? Driving traffic. We're just going to have a candid conversation about your website and my website. Do you know how many websites are out there? 1.3 billion. And there are about 2 million blog posts that are posted every single day. And those people who are adding pages to their website, especially through blog posts, at least the companies, they're generating more leads. And I'll share that number with you in a few moments. But I want to share a few facts with you. And I thought this was an interesting fact. I thought this was really cool. I've heard this a number of times, and maybe you have too. When was the first website launched? And it was August 6th, 1991. And I started looking at websites on a regular basis, maybe 94, 95. My first one was launched 98, 99. And wow, what an adventure it has been. And, in the mid 2000s, WordPress came into play, and now a third of the websites are on WordPress. So if there are 1.3 billion websites, well, then my gosh, there's close to a billion, maybe 800 million no, not that many. Wrong math. Probably about 4 billion websites on WordPress. But with all those websites, we're trying to drive traffic, and we're trying to get people to purchase from us, to get noticed through all of that noise. So that's what I want to talk about. Some of the ideas that we need to make note of, some of the things we can do to help improve our websites. I'm going through this process. I'll share one of the things that has been helping me, and a few things that have been helping me. But let me share that statistic with you. Businesses that are blogging, I believe it's 5 days a week, if not 7, are getting 9 times more leads from their websites than companies that don't blog. And what do they blog about? And why do they do this? Well, you're trying to establish yourself as an expert. You're trying to use the gravity of SEO, in our solar system. This is a marketing strategies channel, and we have systems to help us improve our strategies. And every video that I create is about adding another tool or information to your combination, your marketing strategy combination, the combination code, combining different things to create something new or improve the process. And our process here being marketing strategies. And adding blogging and SEO for SEO is a really powerful way to go about it. But what you need to do is answer questions. What are the things, not make it about you and your business, but actually focus on the questions. Just like if you're doing videos, focus on the questions, the things, unless you're an entertainment channel, but if you're an educational channel or a business channel, chances are you need to focus on the questions people are asking. Show people how to use your product or service well. Show some interesting facts related to it, how to fix issues, all these things that people run into on a regular basis. And that is how you can develop your niche. Although there are 2 million blog posts published every single day, you just have to worry about the people within your niche asking the questions that you are answering. And here's the interesting thing. About 15% of questions to Google have never been asked before on a daily basis. 15%. Now, that's because there are long tail people are talking to their phones, and there are many different ways in which to ask a question, but there are new things that are being developed, new people on the scene, new products and combinations thereof. So we're always figuring out what it is that we're trying to do. But here's an interesting stat. 71% of shoppers believe that they're getting a deal online compared to the stores. Right? Interesting. What are you going to do with that information? If you're doing it right, you're confirming that for the people who are coming to your blog or to your website, wherever you're bringing them. You're confirming the fact that they can get the best value online versus going to a store. Now, if you're a store, You should have obviously some web presence to help drive traffic or give them the opportunity to say, hey, you're getting here's information, here is a coupon, here is an opportunity, come to the store and you can receive that opportunity. Now, there are a few things you need to look at when it comes to improving your website. And one of the biggest things, we know about mobile first. In other words, designing your website for mobile first. But one of the biggest issues that people kind of talk about, but don't really talk about in terms of dollars and cents. There's $500 million lost every year because of slow websites. And every second that your website takes to load absolutely prevents you from actually making more money. So the difference between 2 seconds and 3 second load time, you are losing money. Sometimes it's 7-10% based on different estimates that I have seen. So what are the other types of things you can do to put on your website to make it interesting? There is a number one thing, something that is shared more than anything. And if you can put this and create this on your website, it's going to blow away everything else. And it gets 3 times more traffic and more shares, And I'll share that in a moment. Other things you can do with your website are to condense, make your files smaller to help increase the speed. Continuously update your design. There are a number of templates out there, and actually there are sites or plugins such as Beaver Builder, which helps you build your site. I used to be all against them. I thought they were slowing the websites down, but today they're so much better, and they really give you a lot of functionality, and you're able to create websites a lot quicker. I have to create about 12 websites right now. I'm in the process for my own company. And I found a really good theme that works well with the builder. And that combination is allowing me to crank out unique, nice websites. But not only am I getting the good design that is required today, because remember, you have just seconds to get the attention of people with good design, a modern look. Take a look at your website and then go take a look at the modern websites today. Look around the web. How does yours compare? People are judging you. And they're also judging you based on the photographs that they see. So those photographs are also something you need to make sure are top notch. If you're going to do them yourselves, maybe hire a photographer, somebody who knows how to take great images, or look for unique stock photography, not average stock photography, but unique stock photography that really helps you tell your story. There's nothing wrong with stock photography if it helps to tell your story. And that leads me to this other part. Does your website actually tell your company's story? Not tell what you are. What is important on a website, but why you? Why should they hire you? Are you putting in great photographs, case studies, testimonials, videos that show people that your website and your company is to be trusted, is the right solution? That's really important. Now, here's that one statistic that I wanted to share with you, that one piece of content that is shared the most. And that are infographics. Still, to this day, infographics are shared 3 times more than any other type of content. So if you have a website that talks about data, and you have data or statistics related to what you do, consider visualizing it with an infographic. Now, we always have to have a plan for our websites to drive that traffic. So a blog is a good way. We talked about that with SEO. Think about social media. And remember, social media, let me explain this social media solar system. In the center is our website. That's where we sell. Nearby is our blog. That's a personality. Then we have inner planets. These inner planets are multimedia sites. And these multimedia sites house our videos and podcasts and shareable things multimedia items that we like to share. And then our outer planets are Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn and Pinterest and Instagram. And that is where we develop our community. Those inner planets can be YouTube, Flickr, Vimeo, but these outer planets are the ones we build community. Now, for some of us, we use YouTube as an outer planet. I mean, YouTube is a very interesting site because we can use it as an outer planet to engage with a community. We can use it as an inner planet, for example, for obviously storing our videos to share maybe on Twitter or other locations. And we can also use it as the center point one of our website bases, as our core place where we develop an audience and ask for the sale. It's interesting that we can do that in all three of those spaces on YouTube, where the other platforms you can't do that quite as much. Maybe 2 out of the 3. Usually it's best just to use it as a one focus type of a content development or sharing platform. So there we go. We want to drive our traffic in from the outer planets to our inner planets, to our website, and make the sale. That's what it's all about. So let's see if there's any other interesting stats that I want to share with you. Let's see. I think. Okay. Here's a couple more things, or one thing I want to share with you. So marketers found that increased traffic occurred with as little as how many hours per week? How many marketers? 81% of marketers found that increased traffic occurred with as little as 6 hours per week in social media marketing. So social media marketing is an excellent way. You can also use paid traffic, paid ads, Facebook, Google ads are really, they really upped the game in the last year to what you can do with Google ads to drive traffic. So there are a lot of different ways in which you can do that. So this was just a candid conversation related to developing the websites. I'm redeveloping my websites, just a few random thoughts with some stats that I thought would be helpful to you as you re-examine, look at your website, think about what you need to do to improve the trust value of that website. Would you buy from you on your website? That is an excellent question. And take it from there. Okay. You have a great day. Enjoy your weekend if you're catching this just before the weekend. And of course, we'll talk to you Mondays live, noon Eastern Standard Time, right here from White House Studios, where I share marketing strategies and ideas on a regular basis. And I'm looking for your ideas. Put them in the comments below. I'm always looking for the questions you want answered. So this was a pretty candid conversation. I know it wasn't a straight line from A to B all the way through, but I certainly think you can have earned or captured a few nuggets along the way.